face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes?
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
They've played two of the more memorable Super Bowls in recent history. The Giants and Patriots are underway again. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, We're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second and a yard, Jones, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing, Jones. Blitz cut. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot, for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
I love the versatility of Marcus Cannon. He can play guard. He can play tackle. I think his footwork has really improved during his time in the NFL. He has one of the better backstories that you're going to get. This is a guy who was diagnosed with cancer, has beaten that, and now is one of the better players in the NFL.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Brady now on 1st down. He gets it to James White. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one and a New England 1st down. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for... Now we get to turn it all loose.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Football going back to the New York Giants here. CD 4-12 this past year for New York. The Daniel Jones era has begun. Unfortunately for Pat Shurmur, his era over after 2 seasons. The Eli Manning era also more than likely over. So there goes Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on second down. Brady caught by Sanu. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
On for the extra point is Folk. And he's got it. It's now a 14. Seven ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Jones. Throwing again. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Rosas. This is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Patriot offense returning to the field. And look at this season, 12-4, but they had the 8-0 start. And you think about it in that lens, down the stretch 4-5, including the playoff loss. A first-place finish for the 16th time, though, in 17 years. But now the question circle. We've mentioned Tom Brady. A lot of discussion there. But there's a lot of other questions to answer, correct?
This is one of the oldest rosters in the NFL. So there has to be some type of a rebuild, reboot along the way. Although if you're a New England Patriot, you don't do it with the idea that you're not still contending to win the AFC East and go to the playoffs. So it'll be interesting to see how they decide to do that from the front office, which there is some uncertainty there, whether there'll be some change in those positions. Head coach, as long as he's there, I think things are in great hands. But we may see a drastically different Patriot team moving forward, especially if number 12 decides to take his talents elsewhere.
Well, if Brady is there next year, they got to get him some guys he can throw the football to.
Guys that he'll absolutely trust, and that means finding veteran wide receivers who can come in and adapt to their system and play. They tried that this year. Antonio Brown, Mohamed Sanu.
N'Keal Harry.
Well, N'Keal Harry was the rookie, and he didn't adapt very well, but Josh Gordon didn't find a replacement for Gronk at Tech.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moment. Here the second quarter, they don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just one or two scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? 4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Yeah, he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brady now to throw. It's complete. James White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Giants. It's an 89-yard kick return as his guys are back within a single score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. He's got White here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. We go. Go. To the end, boys. To the end.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with his second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Giants' 47-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
And it's Michel once again. That'll... back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake, for
yes,
sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
So now Jones and the Giants down by a field goal. 1:47 on the clock. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Ready? 30 base. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now all eyes on the Patriots, trailing by 4. A little over 30 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it'll be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. One final try now for Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.